Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi, my name is Natasha and it's fantastic to have you here. For today's video, we are unboxing and taking a look at the Legend of Sleepy Hollow Tarot by Nick Lawyer. This is the original one, not the Headless Horseman edition. This retails for $29.99 in the US, and it is published by Red Feather, I believe, and everywhere that you can legitimately purchase this will be linked down in the description box below. And let's get into it. The Headless Horseman will take you on a one-of-a-kind journey, the journey to you. In the Legend of Sleepy Hollow Tarot, artist Nick Lawyer takes the gothic subject matter of Washington Irving's lighthearted and sometimes dark story and intertwines it with the profound themes of the tarot to create a powerful tool for self-discovery. 78 cards, 4 spreads, and a concise guidebook. All right, so it opens at the top here. We have the cards. I love the foiling. That's really nice. This is the guidebook, so we'll take a look at that first. There's the cards. Again, foiling, really fun. Love the pumpkin. All right, here is that guidebook. Oh, it's color printed too. And we do have a nice table of contents. Spreads are going to be in the back. The Legend of Sleepy Hollow is the story of the schoolmaster Ichabod Crane, who moves to the small Dutch town of Sleepy Hollow, New York. There he learns the legend of the Headless Horseman who haunts the area. The horseman is said to be a Hessian soldier who, during the Revolutionary War, had his head shot off by a cannonball. According to legend, he returns to the battlefield each night in search of his lost head. During Ichabod's time in Sleepy Hollow, he vies for the affections of the beautiful and wealthy heiress Katrina Van Tassel, who is already being pursued by the town hero, Brom Bones. One fateful autumn evening, after attending the Van Tassel harvest party, Ichabod is chased through the countryside by the Headless Horseman. Based on Washington Irving's Gothic novel, this deck includes additional characters and scenes pertaining to the local culture, history, and folklore of Sleepy Hollow and 18th century New England, as well as Irving's short story, The Devil and Tom Walker. Very good to know. Okay. The art style of this collection is an homage to the classic Rider-Waite Tarot deck designed by Pamela Coleman Smith. The illustrations are full of rich imagery and symbolism, preserving the tradition and spirit of tarot. And there is the artist. Okay. Very much color printed. I do want to take a peek at the spreads in the back. Okay. So we have the love triangle, Ichabod's guide, the horseman's chase, tribal chieftain, and conclusion. Okay, it looks like this guidebook is going to be very simple, so we'll take a peek at that after the flip through. All right, so nice foiling. Oh, okay, I'm a little surprised by the cardstock. It's not super thin. I thought it was going to be on the thinner side, but it's snapping back. It's medium thickness, maybe slightly thinner than medium, I would say, but it's snapping back. I'm not mad at that. Nice size too. We do have borders, and I like that it's got a similar vibe to Pamela Coleman Smith. Interesting. I think I read the story once back in like high school. Do I remember it? No. But I do love the Johnny Depp version movie and the Disney cartoon from what, the 40s? The art is very fun. I'm recognizing a lot of the characters. Interesting that there's also other works involved here too, so that might be a little confusing for my brain, but we'll get through it. Love that version. She's like a little ghost. Ethereal. Oh, interesting. And there he is. Okay, so this must be from the other story. Oh, that's fun. I really like that sun card. That's nice. Ooh. Some of these cards are a bit brutal, we'll say. But it does reflect the time, unfortunately. Oh my goodness, I love that. Love that. Ooh, interesting. That's a fun one. Very clear art. The Rider-Waite symbolism is there. Love the color choices. Everything fits with the theme very well. Swords. Love the pumpkin guts. That was a nice touch. Ooh. I think this one has to be one of my favorite 3 of swords I've seen in a long time. I really like that. I'm gonna have to read this story again. Well, the symbolism is all there. All right. Let's see how it shuffles. Nice. Very flexible, keeping its shape. And overhand, yeah. Oop. Okay, this one wanted to come out. King of Wands. All right. We'll read for the sun too. Okay, so this is the King of Wands and the sun. Okay, let's go. All right, way in the back here, we got the Headless Horseman riding through the night with a head on a spike. Well, pumpkin head. Upright, natural born leader, vision, entrepreneur, honor. Reversed, impulsiveness, haste, ruthless, and high expectations. Then let's go to the sun. We have the picture of the card for the Major Arcana, the energetic horse Gunpowder, which Ichabod borrows from his landlord, Hans von Ripper. The sun represents vitality, giving life to all things, plants and animals. 4 sunflowers refer to the 4 suits of tarot and the 4 elements. Upright, positivity, fun, warmth, success, vitality. And reversed, inner child feeling down, overly optimistic. I like that it does tell you exactly what's going on, like in regards to the character in the card, because some of them I was not familiar with, so that was really cool to see. And it doesn't give you any pictures in the minor, but that's okay. They're in the front with the suit, so that's not terrible. It's very quick and to the point of a guidebook, so if you're a beginner, you might want to have a little bit of a reference guide next to you if that's not going to help you as far as you need it to go. But it's not a bad guidebook. The images, I'm not mad about like the art or keeping with the theme at all, but some of them are a little hard to view. Sometimes it's a little cruel, but again, we're talking about the time frame that this book was written for, and the stories that were of that time frame, right? So that might be a little hard to want to work with some of them just because, but I'm not saying that's going to be a deal breaker for anybody. But again, some people like their tarot cards to be a certain way, so it might be a trigger for this imagery. That's all I'm saying. But other than that, I think it is definitely a deck that stays true to its original media, or IP if they call it these days, the story. So that's really cool to see. It does have a good breakdown of what the characters are. And then again, if you want to dive further, you would go and read the story. But I assume that if you are purchasing this deck, you love the classic story, you love what it's about, and you understand the themes and the elements that go into it. So with that being said, I would love to know if the Sleepy Hollow is a story that you grew up on. Do you love it? Do you read it? Or are you only aware of Sleepy Hollow due to popular movies and fiction? I would love to know all your thoughts, especially about this deck. What do you think? Is it something you're excited about? Is this something that you're going to pass on? Is this something that you think you need in your collection? Quality is great. I do like that the cardstock is easy to manipulate, and I love all the foiling. The packaging is really sweet too. It's all concise and easy to fit everything in. Again, the foiling, beautiful. I would love a more in-depth guidebook, but that is just my opinion. I know some people really enjoy a concise, small, to the point guidebook. So with that being said, let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below. And if you've made it this far in the video, drop a pumpkin to let me know you have. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I love you and I like you. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.